Tanzania Business Visa explained. Stay tuned to learn more. Welcome everyone to Smart Up Travel. I am Ifeanyi. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. In the last episode, I spoke about the Tanzanian Business Visa. Today, I'll just be doing a follow-up on that episode because there are some things I didn't mention in the last episode. Now, a Tanzanian Business Visa or pass has become a temporary immigration solution designed to allow applicants to engage in a range of business-related activities, including attending meetings and business conferences and research activities. So it's fundamentally important to note that the Tanzanian Business Visa, which I spoke about in the last episode, is valid up to 90 days and it is a temporary business visa. Now, all foreigners intending to reside in the United Republic of Tanzania for business, investment, or any other acceptable purpose for more than 90 days are required to hold a residence permit from Tanzania Immigration Department. Now, there are three types of residence permits that you should be aware of. At number one, it's a Class A residence permits. Now, these are for investors, entrepreneurs, business people who are coming into Tanzania to set up their own company and their own businesses. The Class A residence permits are usually for these people. At number two is the Class B residence permit. Now, these are for expatriates who are working for a company in Tanzania or a private institution in Tanzania. So if you're coming for work, you're not really setting up your own company, you're coming to work for a company in Tanzania or a private institution in Tanzania. And then there is the Class C residence permits. Now, these are for foreigners such as researchers, retired persons, missionaries, and volunteers. You will come under the Class C residence permits. Now, it is very important that you understand the various classes because depending on what you're coming to do in Tanzania, you will fall under one of those categories depending on what you want to do if you are applying for your residence permit. The power to issue a residence permit is vested to the Commissioner General of Immigration Service. Applicants who are not satisfied by the Commissioner's decision may appeal to the Ministry of Home Affairs while they are outside of the country. Applications for residence permit should also be submitted while the applicant is outside of the country or outside of Tanzania. Now, from what I've just read, it is clear that in the event that you're not happy with a decision about your application for the residence permit, you can always appeal to the Ministry of Home Affairs in Tanzania. However, you have to do so while you are outside of Tanzania, and also before the application you make for your residence permit, you're supposed to make this application while you are also outside of Tanzania. Now, these are very, very interesting. Now, if you are already in Tanzania, it will be wise of you to seek the support of a lawyer, immigration lawyer, who can work with you for your application and can possibly point out certain loopholes for you to make your application if you are already in Tanzania. It is not always as black and white when it comes to these matters, and especially if you're a foreigner, you don't have any connections in Tanzania in terms of possibly family or trustworthy people. It is always great to seek the support of a reputable law company who can hold you by your hand and guide you through these steps in regards to applying for your residency permits. Now, let's talk about the various residence permits further. Now, residence permits Class A may be granted to a person who intends to enter or remain in Tanzania and engage on self-employed investment in the field of prospecting and mining, agriculture and animal husbandry, profession and consultancy services, professional arts, manufacturing and processing, large-scale investment and trade, hospitality industry and related activities, information technology, transport and logistics, construction industry, real estate industry, and other investments. So you get an idea of some of the investments and businesses people will be engaging in who are qualified for the residence permit class A. Now I'll be leaving a link in the description which you can click and go on to research and learn more about the various permits and some of the businesses which comes under the various class and permits. Link in the description below. The cost of the residence permits for foreigners will cost you anywhere between $3,050 to $4,000 US. That's $3,050 to $4,000 US. However, for citizens who are part of the East African community, this will cost you $1,550 to $2,000 US. Now, this is just a rough estimate. The cost can vary depending on the business you will be engaging in. So definitely you want to research this depending on the business you would like to do in Tanzania. Residence Permit B is issued to a foreigner who possesses qualification or skills, preferably in highly technical occupations that are not readily available in the local labor market. This covers foreigners with rare professions having specific employment by specific employer and professionals working in government and private strategic projects in Tanzania. Applications must be made prior to entry of the prospective employee into Tanzania. So definitely the company that you'll be working for have to definitely work towards making your applications before you even arrive into Tanzania. This is very important to take note of. The cost of residence permit class B can cost you anywhere between $2,050 to $3,000 US. Residence permit class C is issued to foreigners who are not eligible to obtain either class A or class B permits. I'll read that again. Residence permit class C is issued to foreigners who are not eligible to obtain either class A or B permits. These includes researchers, retired persons, missionaries, former employees winding up affairs, individuals attending medical treatment, volunteers, interns, parties and witnesses in court of law and tribunals. Application must be made prior to entry of the prospective applicant into Tanzania, except retired persons and those winding up affairs. So this is crucial for you to know. I'll read that again. Application must be made prior to entry of the prospective applicant into Tanzania. However, there's an exception to this, and these are retired persons and those winding up affairs. Now, for foreigners, this will cost you anywhere between $250 to $550 US, and that's depending on what you're coming in for. You may be a researcher, a retired person, the prices varies, but it's around anywhere between $250 to $550 US. For those who are EAC citizens, that are East African Community, if you're part of the East African Community, then that will cost you anywhere between $150 to $300 US. Indeed, we have covered a lot of information today, and clearly we can see that a Tanzanian business visa is definitely issued for a temporary basis, and that's up to 90 days. If you really want to extend your stay and properly engage and invest in the country, then you'll definitely have to be looking at the residency permits. As always, I advise people to always, even if it costs you a bit extra, find individuals and secure the support of a reputable legal firm in Tanzania that can walk you through the process of getting your residency permits, because it will save you a lot of headache and problems in the long run. I'll be leaving a link in the description that will take you to the Immigration of Tanzania e-Services website that will provide you further information about what we have discussed today. I am Ifeanyi, and remember to like, share our videos and subscribe to the channel by clicking on the red box below this video that says subscribe. Thank you for watching Smart Up Travel.